Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. So I thought I would just film a little intro for this video because I actually got ready today and I thought I should document it. So today I have another what I eat in a week video for you guys. I really hope you enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you do, and let's get started. Alright, so Monday morning I started my day with some avocado toast, and I think it was a little funky, so I think I only had like 1.5 pieces, but I also had a coffee with that. And then during my classes I had a Larabar and an applesauce thingamajig. And then for lunch I had some leftover shawarma stuff from the night before, and I also had a few crackers. So yeah, that was super yummy. And then I guess I had another coffee. So then for a snack I had a Granny Smith apple with some cinnamon and some peanut butter. So dinner this night for me was kind of a two-part situation, I guess. So I first just had a smoothie bowl, like berries and banana, that I blended that up with some almond milk. And then I topped it with some granola that we got from the farmer's market, and it's super good. And I also added some natural peanut butter, you know the drill. So then for the second part of dinner, my mom and I were watching The Bachelor. So we made some guacamole and we had that with some tortilla chips, and I think we also had some salsa as well. So that was a super fun little snack, and I also had some dark chocolate afterwards. Alrighty queens, so Tuesday morning for breakfast I had some oatmeal and I topped it with maple syrup, peanut butter, granola, and blueberries, and I had some coffee. And then for a snack I had half an apple with some crackers and hummus and a honey flat white from Starbucks. Yeah. Wow, I'm really on one today. I'm so sorry. Okay. So for lunch I made like a chickpea salad sandwich, and it was super good. So I toasted 2 pieces of sourdough bread, and I put some garlic spread on one of the pieces and some butter on the other one. And then I made the whole chickpea salad. So this is kind of a rough recipe. I didn't follow any recipe. I just kind of did what I thought would be good. So you could screenshot that if you wanted to. And I also had that with some cucumbers and dip, and it was super good. So then for a little snack while I did some reading, I had a few veggie straws, and it was super nice. And then for dinner we had this roasted portobello and zucchini thingamajig with some salad, and yeah. So Wednesday morning I first started by toasting some bread. And then I decided to use the rest of the chickpea salad from the day before, and I just put that on my piece of toast and topped it with some tomato slices. And then on the side I had some blueberries and a clementine, but the clementine was not very good, so I didn't eat it. So then for lunch I decided to make my favorite banana oat pancakes. You guys know the drill. I will have the recipe for the pancakes linked in the description if you're curious or if you want to make them. So I cooked those in some coconut oil on the pan, and then I decided to also cook some apples to go on top. So this was probably about half an apple that I just cooked with some more coconut oil and cinnamon, and then I topped my pancakes with those apples, maple syrup, blueberries, and peanut butter. So later on I snacked on some of these Mary's Everything crackers with some hummus. These are super good. And then I also had a peanut butter Larabar. So for dinner we had some roasted sweet potato and Brussels sprouts over some quinoa, with some mint and pumpkin seeds and a bit of ricotta, and it was super yummy. And then for a snack after dance I had some veggie straws and some little like rice cake things, and then I also had some candy cane ice cream because I just wanted it, but I felt kind of crappy after, so So Thursday morning for breakfast, I had a piece of toast with peanut butter, banana, and cinnamon, as well as some blueberries and a coffee with some almond milk. And then I had this chocolate brownie Lara bar as a snack. So then for lunch, I just had some leftovers from the night before. And here I had a little bit more as well. So then I made a batch of our favorite energy bites. They're called Snickerdoodle Energy Bites, I think. So I put that recipe on the screen if you wanted to screenshot it or if you're just curious. So I just started by mixing all the ingredients together. It takes a while to kind of get it to the proper consistency, but if you just keep mixing, it'll eventually come there. And then so I rolled those into balls, and then you roll it in coconut sugar and cinnamon to kind of give it that like snickerdoodle taste. And yeah, this is how they turned out, and they're always super good. I make these all the time. So then before dance, I had a smoothie bowl that I topped with granola and peanut butter, and dance is kind of at a weird time on this day, so I usually have like this before and then a smaller dinner after. So for dinner, my mom was making bruschetta, so I just had some of that on half a piece of toast and then some crackers as well. And then later on, I had a tea and some more rice cakes. So Friday for breakfast, I had another berry smoothie bowl topped with the same granola and peanut butter as always. And then I had an iced coffee with almond milk a little bit later on. And then as a snack, I had one of those energy bites that I made the day before. So then for lunch, I had some of the leftovers that we still had, and then I also topped it with some baked tofu. And then for a snack, I had some crackers and some hummus. So then for dinner, I had some veggie lasagna that we had in the freezer, and it was super yummy. And then we also had some salad on the side, and I just put on this lemon dressing. Alright, so Saturday I first had an iced coffee with some almond milk, and then I wasn't super hungry and I was heading off to the grocery store, so I just had half a bagel with some butter. And then when I got home, I had a smoothie bowl with some granola and peanut butter. So I don't really know if this smoothie bowl was like lunch. It was more just like a second breakfast, but then I had this RX bar a little bit later, and kind of in the late afternoon I had this snack of peanut butter toast with figs and crackers and cheese and hummus because I was so hungry. And then for dinner I made some homemade buffalo cauliflower wings. I will leave the recipe in the description for this as well. These are so good. They turn out so good every time, and they're super easy to make as well. So I definitely recommend. And then we also had some roasted zucchini on the side. So then we were watching a movie this night, so I cut up some strawberries to have, and then we also made some popcorn in the microwave. So I started my final day of this week with a coffee and some almond milk, of course. And then I also had one of those energy balls with my coffee. And then for breakfast, I had some more peanut butter toast with figs. I know this looks absolutely the most strange thing ever, but it's actually super good because the figs are kind of like jam, and I really like it. So I've been having that a lot recently. And then I also had some cut up strawberries on the side. So I had some dance to stay in the afternoon, but once I was done, I decided to make another chickpea salad, but this time I just decided to kind of have it with crackers and kind of use it as like a dip. So I did that, and I also had a little thing of cheese on the side as well. So this was my plate. It was super yummy, and I was still hungry after, so I went back for some seconds. So then I felt like doing some baking. So I decided to make these banana muffins, and this is a recipe that I saw Linda Sun make in one of her videos like quite a while ago now, but I think it was kind of her take on a recipe that she had found, so I kind of went off Linda's version of the recipe and just tweaked it to what I had at my house. So this is kind of my version on her version of a different recipe, if that makes any sense. But I put on the screen the version that I did, so if you wanted to screenshot that and make it whatever, you know the drill. So I just started by mixing all the dry ingredients together as well as the wet ingredients and then combining them. So I don't think Linda added anything into her muffins, but in my opinion, chocolate just makes everything better. So I had to add some chocolate chips. I think they were 70% like dark chocolate, and I also added some chopped pecans because I thought that would be super good as well. So I just put the batter in the muffin tins. I was surprised it only made 8 muffins, but honestly that was fine. And then I just topped each muffin with a couple extra chocolate chips to make sure they all had some good chocolate in them. And once they were done, I just put them in the oven. The recipe said to put them in for like almost 20 minutes, and I did like 17 minutes, and I probably could have done a little bit less, but they still came out super good nonetheless. So yeah, and here they are looking super good. They puffed up super nice. So a little bit later, once they had cooled a little bit, I decided to have one while it was still a little bit warm. So I just topped it with a bit of butter, and then I also put some peanut butter on it as well. And clearly I'm struggling to do this with one hand, but you know. So for dinner, we made some homemade fajitas. So we started by cooking some onion and peppers in the cast iron skillet with some like taco seasoning and some garlic. And then we just had that on some little warmed up tortillas with some homemade guac and cilantro and salsa. And then I also had a few chips on the side with some extra guac. And then of course I finished my day with a bit of dark chocolate. Alright, so that is going to be everything for this What I Eat in a Week video. Thanks so much for watching. I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.